tries to go back to work, but when he steps into an empty room, suddenly the doors lock themselves around him and the windows break. Habib is expelled into space and dies instantly. The next day, Max visits Jake, who is living in Florida after his divorce and gets his daughter Hannah 2 weekends a month. Jake doesn't want to see Max and tries to send him away, but Max tells him about Afghanistan and the airlock accident, asking him to rejoin the project. When Jake turns him down, Max changes his mind by pointing out that his invention is killing people. Later in the Hong Kong offices of the Pacific Climate Council, Long logs in the system and notices something weird about the incident in Afghanistan, so he tries to call Max to warn him only to be met by voicemail. Afterward he goes to the market to get some groceries, noticing how hot it is. In fact, the heat is so bad that a cat is trying to stay inside the market fridge, and when Long accidentally drops his eggs, they fry on the pavement. Suddenly the ground starts shaking and Long notices fire whirls destroying the streets. He immediately escapes in his car, driving around all the panicking people and the constant crumbling of the buildings. Long doesn't stop until he reaches the road outside the city and the temperature lowering indicates he's out of reach, but when he turns around he discovers Hong Kong is now in ruins. When it's time for Jake to leave, Hannah cries because she thinks Jake won't return and he's always been hard to rely on, but Jake promises he'll be back. Moments later, Jake is boarding a shuttle and flying to the Dutch boy, feeling at home again in space. He meets Commander Fassbinder, the chief scientist of the station, and she introduces him to her main team, which includes security officer Doucette and system analyst Duncan. They think the incident in Hong Kong was a gas explosion because that's what the news said, but Jake is sure it was caused by the same thing that froze the village. Meanwhile on Earth, Max is spending time with his girlfriend Sarah, who is part of the President's Secret Service. They're interrupted by a call from Long, who informs Max of the heat he felt before the incident happened, meaning it wasn't a gas pipe. He's tried to check on the Dutch boy to confirm his theory, but his account has been blocked, and Max discovers so has his. Someone in the government is covering up a system defect, and this has the potential to cause a geostorm, which consists of simultaneous catastrophic weather events triggered all over the globe. Max promises to look into it, and after